Gang, gang. Gang, gang. We're all here. I'm not tired, per se. But I am kind of just floundering. I knew I needed to stream today, and I knew I needed to do a sketch dump because I just posted page 100 of my Warriors comic, linked in the description on DeviantArt. And page 100 is a big deal, and I'm thinking about making a video talking about, what I've learned in making 100 pages, but I'm not sure what I could talk about. So I thought I'd just brainstorm ideas here while I sketch the kits that are all yet to be unnamed. I mean, I've named them, but I haven't name dropped them in the comic, and they probably won't be all named until not until another few pages. But anyway. So the reason why I haven't been really working on the pages, I don't know if I've said this in a previous stream or whatever, but just want to make it clear that I will be going on hiatus for the comic next week on July 6th. Is when the hiatus officially starts. So I will be taking a legit break from the comic until, I don't know, maybe September. We'll see what happens. But on DeviantArt, I will still be posting things on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll be posting like the updated character references, even though they're already up on Toy House, but from what I can tell, no one actually clicks those links. There's a fingerprint on my glasses. I'm ticked at how it got there. No. I'm allowed to close my own door. Go ask your mom. As if summoned, every time I'm drawing cats in here, she shows up. Anyway. Don't know if y'all can hear her, but I sure can. She's not exactly a quiet cat. But I've already gotten the pages all caught up until then, so I'm just kind of just waiting for time to happen. And time happens really slowly when you're waiting. And time also happens really slowly when you got ADHDs. Also, art fights coming up, starting this Saturday, and I'm just kind of waiting. I mean, I could start on other projects and get them out of the way, but my brain won't let me. And there are other things for the comic I could be doing right now, so I don't have to do it later, but again, my brain won't let me because it's not ripe, you know? I want to stream this stuff so I can monetize it and whatever. Like, the references for new characters that will be introduced in the second half of part 1. But, like I said, my brain won't let me work on them officially, except on stream, because it's not ripe. It won't let me. God, I hate having ADHD. But I refuse to take medicine for it, because I feel like without ADHD, I wouldn't be able to write or have ideas for half my stories. But then again, I might actually be able to get things done. But who knows? It's just how my brain is, and until it becomes unbearable, that's just how I'm gonna work with it. Alright, this leg needs fixing. This looks a little innocuous, but we'll, Also, currently, I'm running a poll on my DeviantArt for which Path to Brighter Stars character I should add to Toy House. Currently... Hold on, let me pull it up. Currently, I have 6 votes. We have 50% on Hawkfang, 17% on Brindlefur, and 33% on Splashpaw. If you would like to vote on which character you want to see in Art Fight this year, and probably for the next foreseeable years, go to the link in the description at deviantart.com and find that. It should be under posts. Let's mute it, yeah. And mic is on, okay. Sorry, I keep, no, that's the wrong button. Thing with kitten anatomy that I need to keep in mind for the next few chapters, which is why I'm drawing them right now, is that kittens don't start to look like cats until they're 2 months old. Until then, they look distinctly like kittens. Also, something I'm wondering, since these kittens are gonna be their own official characters in the comic, I'm wondering, for now, if I should just have them as a folder on Toy House on Hawkfang's bio, or if I should... So I'm thinking what I would do is I would make it a split folder for each kit. Really, I would start as just a full folder and put drawings of the kittens as is, and then later down the line, maybe split those pictures up and then add their own full references, because then by the time they're full apprentices, I'll have like the cats separated into clans. Spoilers, I guess. We get more than one clan in this story. Like, kittens got like big tummies. They're very wobbly. But by now their ears are open. Their eyes are open. But they're still just a little wobbly. 3 weeks, they're developing their motor skills. You can start litter training them at this point. I just read like a whole page on early kitten development. So while I'm on hiatus, I'll be scripting the comic, probably away from stream because I don't want to have spoilers. But yeah, I've wondered about spoilers before. Like, if I'm working on a sketch or something, I'll avoid spoilers by not having any dialogue. But other than that, if I can avoid it, I'm gonna try to. Their head is lower, and there, yeah. They got big anime eyes. Since they're kittens, I'll still give them rounded eyes until they become like 2 months old. 2 months old is when they officially start to look like cats. I forgot to save this folder or file. What is this? J28 sketch dump. Got a quick flash of their names real quick. Which I'm gonna try in the next few, not the next few pages, but after hiatus, I'm gonna try and get the kits named as soon as possible. But I don't want to just say, oh, I've suddenly come up with kit names. I think I'm just gonna try and have an organic conversation about it. Because the third kit born, the middle child, she's already named. Her name is Black Kit. But it's funny, in Warriors, they say, oh, congratulations, you have 3 Toms and 2 she-cats or something like that. But really, you can't really tell the gender of the kits until much later. Now, I don't know if cats can tell based on smell, but kittens all smell the same. So you wouldn't actually be able to tell I don't think they'd be able to tell their gender either until they start developing those areas. Because when you look at a kitten, they don't have those areas. It's only when they're what? Second week, uncurled. Hearings, that's the first week. Bitten. Start to unfold. Kittens, you can stay. Sense of smell. 2 weeks old. Third week. Okay, on their third week is when you can definitely tell the genders. For humans anyway, but for kitty cats. I don't know what that would be. But it is simpler for the writer to just say, oh, congratulations, it's a boy. How different is it from their third week and fourth week? Okay, fourth week. Daring it on their own. 4-week kittens are sturdy on their feet, playing with each other, toys, and people. They look like miniature versions of their mother, start showing interest in the outside world, interacting with their litter mates, interact with toys. Time to begin socializing the kittens. They are fully weaned. Fifth week. When are they fully weaned? Sorry, I'm reading an article. Almost fully weaned on the 7th week. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, a month and a half. Almost fully weaned. They basically look like mini cats. Okay. That's just how it be. Should I fix this? No, not live. That might screw something up. Noticed on my YouTube there's quite a bit of lag in between what I'm doing and what's happening. So I'm gonna try and fix that in the Discord settings. Not Discord, OBS. I'm dealing a lot with Discord lately, so. I haven't had lunch yet. Do other kids wefts throw up? No, they don't. Alright, well this is just a random kit then. Also, one thing I've never considered before, but actually am now kind of considering it because I love design cues. I'm wondering if I should give the leaders of these clans some sort of marking. Now, I know, putting the stars on the forehead 2003 called, but there's a few instances where I think it actually was Tennille Flowers. I don't know, huge fan of Tennille. Where when they were designing their version of the leaders, they added some sort of marking on their forehead that vaguely looked like a star, but still meshed well with their natural markings. And I liked that idea, I liked the concept. And it's not too late for me to add it to her design. I mean, I'd have to re-render a few pages, but they have not been posted yet. So if I'm gonna do this, I kind of need to maybe make that decision soon, especially since these next few leaders, especially, you know, I brought it up in the latest page, Hawkfang, or Hawkstar soon, is going to be the founder of her clan. So she's going to live basically forever as a spirit. So I'd like to think that they have a special marking for that. At least in StarClan they would look different, but I didn't give any of the leaders head markings in previous pages, but since they're going to be slightly separate from StarClan a little bit, I mean, they're still going to be connected in the near beginning because they don't have any dead cats yet. It is warriors, so I hate to break your little hearts, but someone's gonna die. But I won't say who or when. But yeah, it's a Warriors comic. Cats are gonna die. I noticed also the markings on a kitten are slightly different than what they end up having. At least that's the impression I got. I don't know, this chart uses different kittens for every other picture, so it's really hard. Well, I mean, their stripes come in. That's for sure. I just see this. Ugh, can you zoom in? Jeez. So yeah, assuming on this chart, which you can't see, that they use the same kitten for each one, their stripes develop more. Their white becomes more pigmented because when they're kittens, it's mostly pink around their faces. And any gradients that they have are more developed by like 10 weeks. So that's one. Yeah, this one says 8 weeks. Ready to be spayed and neutered, which 8 weeks, yeah, 2 months. Do you know what also do this thing? When they were designing villains and whatnot, the way they drew them, they would draw their ears to kind of look like horns to show that they are an evil character. But here's the thing. I am a Disney nerd. I mean, not a Disney nerd, but I grew up on Disney and Pixar and whatnot. So I love me some twist villains. So unless we know right off the cuff this cat is evil, I won't add any like headband that says evil on it for them. And you know, unless we know from the top that they are evil. But aside from that, most of the villains that we have in the first few parts of the comic are just not really villains, they're just antagonists more. So kittens when they start off, they got bright blue eyes. I think by the third week they have more pigment in their eyes, and then by 4 weeks they're a terrible terror. Orange down, black lines. Oh, actually, hold up. I'm gonna move this down. There we go. Kitten growth ref. There we go. And I'll make it a little smaller. So, like, hold on, let me bring up a picture of Hawk Fang. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Move, paste, move, paste, move. How do people get these even? Like, how do you even? I can't even. Alright, so. Folder. So one option I have is to, like, to make it more natural, I could add this to her forehead design. Or, hold up. That doesn't look quite right. Or I could do the typical thing, which I do not like. Heaven forbid we do a heaven forbid. God is my witness, I will never. Or let me fix this one, because if I'm going to do it, might as well just try and make it look authentic. So in black, I'm gonna, right. All right, the star TM. 2003 called God forbid. I wonder, should I do the dash thing like a lot of other Jews do, or should I just write God because that's not his name? I don't know. Anytime I ask my mom or rabbi about things like this, they're like, yeah, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's between you and God. I'm just like, that's not my question. I mean, his name isn't God, so what's the big deal? It's a word. It's a title. It's a descriptive noun. It's just like cat or human. Anyway, side tangent over. And then we have the blank option, where there's, you know... But is in the books, it never mentions that they physically change because of their markings. And it does say in the book that only the leader and the medicine cat know how many lives the leader has. It's just via their connection with StarClan. So I wonder, because of that connection, if a leader dies away from camp, does the medicine, like in the medicine cat is at camp, can the medicine cat sense their leader dying? Or is it only when they look at the leader, do they see like the accompanying souls behind them? Because it's never really explained in the books, even when we have medicine cat POVs. I don't think it's actually explained. Maybe it is, you know, in later books that I haven't read. Or like in, oh, what was her name? The first medicine cat. It wasn't Mothflight. Was it Mothflight? Hold up. Warrior Cat's first medicine cat. Oh, it was Mothflight. Okay, yeah. Wind Clan's first medicine cat. Mm-hmm. I didn't actually read that book. Because wasn't it a Mothflight? Mothflight's Vision. It was a... It says novel, but was it a novella or a super edition? It was a super edition? Oh God, what happened in that book? I know I overheard some fans talking about it and they were kind of like, oh my God. She literally drugged herself to sleep because she was grieving the death of her mate. And they got really, really detailed in the birth of her kits, because being the clan's first medicine cat, she also had kits. And those kits went to like the 4 different clans. So I was like, that's not cause problems in the future. I mean, I had it, I looked at it, and I didn't have it. I think I saw it at like the library or something, and flipped through it and read the manga at the back and went, alright, I got the gist. I mean, I read the legends, so I kind of already knew what was gonna happen, because I read the legend on how medicine cats came to be, and they summarized it in like 3 pages. So it's like, why do I need to read a whole ass novella? Book accurate. Let's just say simple. And then we have This isn't the star, but this is... I'll try, asterisk. How do you spell? Asterisk. Okay. I might be thinking... No, I'm thinking of asterisk. Or something. It's a Roman garrison. No, I'm thinking about stars. I'm kind of sworn it was asterisk or something like that. It almost sounds like asterisk because it's supposed to... Because the asterisk is supposed to be a star. So, like... Types of stars... I'll just say asterisk. Okay. A-S-T-E-R-I-S-K. T-E-R-I-S-K. The asterisk. I'll say bearable. No, that's... bearable. I mean, at a distance, it doesn't look that bad, and I'd like fix it up a little bit, where like it would kind of connect her eyes a little bit. It kind of looks like a target, honestly. She's got, it's like sniper. I mean, just like, if you want to kill, take all 9 lives away from the leader, just aim here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was unintentional, but it's kind of funny. Yes. Target looking ass. And then we have the, I'll say, the natural. And then we'll figure it out. So what I think I would do is I would make this a little slimmer. And then maybe like... honestly, I didn't notice this before, but her eye markings kind of look like how I draw my Hydra butterfly design. Which, I mean, it works. Sorry if I gulped in your ears. My apologies. How did other people do it? Alright. Warrior cats. I spelled it wrong. Warrior cats. Leaders. I think what I'll do is this. No. This. Okay. Credit to the original artists. Okay, what they did is they did not change their markings at all. But, well, this is the Shadow Clan. I'm gonna save this. I think these are all by Woofy Dragon. This is not, so... I can't see. View image. Okay. They have the white star. They have the star. This person gave them the star. Oh my god. Looks like a lot of people don't even bother. That is not how I imagined Crooked Star, but to each his own. My god, they make Broken Star look like a buffalo here. Which, I mean, he does have a flattened face like his mom, which... How no one guessed Yellowfang was Broken Star's mother just by... just looking at him. It's beyond me. But he does look exactly like his father. Okay, no, I think this one... Yeah, I think this is Broken Star. And it looks like they did give him a star marking, but it looks like a star, which was pretty cool, not gonna lie. Credit to the artist. Talking Tall Tales on Tumblr. This looks really pretty. Oh, they're saying Gorse was... Or is this an AU? I think they're all saying this is Fireheart / Rusty. But Gorsepaw... Gorsepaw was also, an orange tabby. He would have been a kit at the time, because Fireheart carried him back, if I'm remembering the books correctly. And we never know who the father is, so, I mean... You want to join our gang? So is this the mangas? One Wister? You know, in the mangas, they didn't give them any markings. So that's nice. So I don't think I will either. But like in StarClan, I gave them specific markings, and Well, at least I made their stars look slightly different. Same with Tribe of Rushing Water. So I don't think I'll change their designs much at all, but this is just kind of like a little creative exercise. Alright, display window, close. There we go. So yeah, the natural. Part of the markings. Looking I mean, it doesn't quite look like a star, but it does kind of add a star shape to her forehead. I'm gonna angle the star a little bit just so it lines up with her. There we go. And I'm gonna fix it just a little bit. There we go. I'm terrible at drawing stars, so that's probably why I'm opting out of drawing them this way. I think I'll say not applicable to all. Yeah. You know what's funny? My vocabularies, I mean, it's not I don't want to say my vocabulary is advanced, but I have a large vocabulary, but my spelling skills do not match. Nor my vocal skills. God, I have not had lunch yet. And I'd eat, I mean, I have food here. I got granola bars, chips, and a cookie, which I'm saving for something special. But those are all very loud and very crunchy. Of course, I have a ginger ale, I have a shitload of Monster, and I have a peach soju, which I am saving for 4th of July, which is next week. Oh yeah, no stream on 4th of July. I mean, the page might either be really early or really late because my family will be hosting our 4th of July party. So I'll be doing that, and when family comes up, I'm just going to spend time with my family. And we may or may not start watching Clone Wars together because... I mean, my brother makes a fair point. When it comes to watching animation, it's more enjoyable to watch it with people because in animation, hardly anything is accidental. So when a studio shows you something or has something on screen, you can go, hey, look at that. That means something. But like in movies, you can like look in the background and go, oh yeah, there's the boom mic or whatever. Now, that's not to say you can't watch live action things with other people and still have enjoyment. But something about animation, especially something you've seen before, watching it with other people, you can go like, oh, that's a reference to whatever, especially if it's a multimedia franchise. Hello, phone notification? Just YouTube? Okay, this is the June. I'm not done yet, but I'm just going to add this. 20... 8th. Sketch. I'm gonna move this. You know what? Actually, hold up. June 28th. Sketch. Dump. And again, my font is off. This is why I draw lines on my comic page. I think I have enough room for maybe a sketch right here. And I'm wondering if I should... I'm still wondering about the toy house thing, because if the votes don't change, that means I'll need to add Hawkfang to my, well, Hawkstar at the time. Yeah. By the time Art Fight starts, she will be officially named Hawkstar. So that should be fun. I'll need to add her to my Art Fight. And then... But first I would like to get her toy house situated, so that's where I'm wondering about the kits. Should they, at first, just be a full folder with all their designs together? With talking about their order of birth, or should each kit be a split folder? So that's less work I have to do in the future. Now, for now, I think I might just start with the full folder and they're all there and just have like a little bit of information about them. Because by the end of the first part, no spoilers, they're at least a month and a half. Maybe. I haven't fully scripted out the next bit yet, but I'm assuming that they're at least 2 moons old by the end of the first part. Then by the second part, they're apprentices, so maybe for the part 2 premiere, I'll give them a split. I'll give them a split folder so that they show up as their own characters, but are still connected to Hawkstar's bio because she is their mother. So I might do that. They'll still on Toy House. I read their thing. If you have it split, it'll show up separately as its own character. And this is just in case you want to change their folders, which I think is pretty cool, because I think... How crazy do I want to get with the organization? I know I want to split them eventually into clans. However, do I want to have just like a deceased folder? Or what I'll just mark it on there. I think what I'll do is like when a character dies, I'll just gray out their icon. I mean their Toy House avatar profile pic. Then I'll just gray that out. And then mark it in their Toy House current, you know, like status dead. Show where they're at. Which is something we all gotta, well, we all don't have to think about it. Like the first leader marking. Yeah. I'm personally not a fan of marking the leaders. Like, I'm leaning more towards the blank option because the third one, God forbid. God forbid bit I put a yellow star on the leaders, and I don't have it planned. Why are you going off crazy phone? No one's texting me. Jeez. It's getting really hot in here, so I gotta close my blackout blinds just to keep some semblance of coolness. We gotta stay cool. Now, if I did go the natural route, I'm not sure if this is how I would do it, but this is just like the first draft on how it might happen. But chances are it won't. So, like, because then when she calls her, says, like, I am Hawkstar, leader of this clan. So then someone would say, huh, you don't look like a leader to me. So it's more like they just look like normal cats type thing. But when it comes to character design, especially for like animation and for comics, you do want to show, you want the show what a character's all about in their design rather than telling. However, I do like the organic storytelling method. So, like, instead of just saying, oh, this is the leader, you're gonna have to ask or just see in the way they behave and how cats react to them that they are the leader, or just like in their name, star at the end. And anyway, I'm going to be right back real quick. It's not a rune stream if I don't need to take a potty break, because I drink coffee like a monster. So we're gonna have a hopefully no more than 10-minute break, maybe 3 minutes at most. We'll see. I'll be right back. So the reason why my phone went off earlier is because apparently I just hatched an egg in Pokemon. I got a Sableye, which I have those already. But then I forgot to put another egg in an incubator, so hold on, let me take care of that real quick. There we go. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head. No reason for it, bruv. Man, I am hungry. I really want to just eat the cookie. I also have some Doritos here, which that's a recipe for disaster. I think I'll open this granola bar and then like sit way in the back. Why is everything wrapped in plastic? Hey, I have an idea for a snack. Why don't we create the crunchiest and dustiest snack ever? That no matter how little you try to touch it, it'll always end up under your fingernails and everywhere. Oh, but we're at least gonna put it in quiet packaging, right, to make up for it? No, fuck no! We're gonna find the loudest material possible to wrap the filthiest snacks with, and also add a serum to make it super fucking addictive. So people are gonna buy this anyway, no matter how annoying it is to eat it. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Let's make 1,000,000 of them. God, I hate. Hope I'll get to join an art fight team today. Yeah, I'm really hoping that too. I'm getting a little worried because I thought I read somewhere that they'd be open the 27th. And here it is 24 hours later and I ain't seen nothing yet. I personally want to join Team Vampire. No reason. Mostly because Team Werewolf, they have more blues and grays. And last year I was Team Wither, which was a lot of purple. So I was like, you know, depending on what the teams are, I'll try to like switch color palettes every other year because I have, you know, my characters are mostly either purple or red. So I thought this year, since last year I did a lot of purple characters, so this year I'll host a bunch of red characters that I'll have on my roster. So, you know, to add into the vampire motif. Well, here's something funny I discovered. I don't have any silly vampire OCs. I mean, I have like one, but it's a fan OC for the upcoming show Farfetched, which it might not even come out within the next 5 years. But it's like, I don't know how their vampire rules work, so I'm not going to like advertise them until I know how they work. I was gonna join Team Werewolf, but nah, I'm choosing vampire instead. Yeah, the logos and the sign-up rosters look fantastic. I mean, they always do. But is it just me, or with the badges for Team Werewolf, at first glance, it looks like the wolf has wings? Is that just me? Because, like, hang on, let me see if I can find it and then I'll show y'all. Favorites. Oh, I didn't like it. Hold up. Art fight. Do they not have it? Well, shiza. Hold up. Let me actually go check on art fight. Please don't crash on me. Okay, it doesn't look like it up close, but if you like at a distance, like if you sit all the way back, at first glance it looks like the wolf has wings and they're like arced up. Am I the only one who thinks that, or is it, or am I crazy? Oh, okay, so I'm not the only one. This, I mean, the vampire looks pretty good too. He kind of looks like Nosferatu from Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, which, amazing show, amazing reference. I don't know if it is. I'm calling it a reference anyway, because look at this guy. I mean, how can you not see the similarity? By the way, that is a good show, and it is a crying damn shame that Disney hasn't added that to Disney Plus. And I'm screaming. I was like, why? Why? Why hasn't Disney added Nosferatu? Why haven't they added Nosferatu? Why haven't they added Buzz Lightyear of Star Command to Disney Plus? I'd watch the hell out of it. But Disney wants us to forget about Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, because if they had Buzz Lightyear of Star Command on Disney Plus, I don't think anyone would have watched the Lightyear movie. Like, if they had Buzz Lightyear of Star Command The Adventure Begins on Disney Plus, no one would have watched Lightyear. Well, maybe people would have watched Lightyear, but, like, diehard fans would not have watched Lightyear. It's like, why would we watch a movie that might be good when we can just watch the movie that is good and is an accurate depiction of a beloved character? I don't know. I know, I'm one of those people. I'm not a Lightyear hater, because it was a fine movie. It was fine. I wasn't enjoying the ride the whole time because I was kind of waiting for Zurg to show up. And then when Zurg did show up, I was just, oh. I want to make an edit, because I thought this too when I watched it on Disney Plus, and I was watching it by myself at night on Disney Plus. I want to make a comparison and like have that scene where old Buzz shows up, and instead of having Buzz say, "Dad?" which was, okay, funny reference, I want to have Carl from Up going, "Wait, are you Charles Muntz?" The Charles Muntz? Because he looked just like him. Well, okay, not exactly, but I was just like, when old Buzz walked up, I just went, Charles Muntz from Up? I don't know. I have the ability to make all the dumb edits that happen in my head, but I never make them because, I don't know, my brain won't let me. I was like, why would you make fun edit when you can think about making fun edit and imagine how about all the likes it'll get and then never do it because you already imagined it? I don't know. Does anyone else have that curse? Or if they think about doing something long enough, they'll never end up doing it because they've already thought about it and their brain has said, yes, we've already done that. It's like, no, we haven't. Eraser mode, please. Anyway. Oh, well. While I was on art fight, I should have checked. Does anyone else remember how to register? So I have team settings here, and it says art fight is currently not in progress. But it says be sure to register for your teams. And anytime I find a button that says register, it's for starting a new profile. And the help button just talks about, about, rules, frequently asked questions, attack categorization, maturity ratings, BB code, and news. Which I guess I could check the FAQs. Oh. First question, how do I join a team? There is a button labeled current event on the top right, in the top right corner next to your username. If there's a turn to get sorted. You have 2 team switches. Okay, oh, that was a thing they added last year for the early bird pre-registration. It's like, without needing, pre-registration opens after the team reveal and close to when the fight begins. Well, it's the 28th. I'd say that's pretty close. I don't know, man. I've already worked on my art fight team roster. Kind of want to make sure, guarantee my spot. Because, I mean, you can, it says you have 2 team switches. So if I can't find the register button, I'll just see what team I get organized with. And if it's werewolf, I'll then hit switch team and go to vampire. But I think it's just... I think it's just gonna be like the evening of the 29th or the 30th. But that would be a lot of strain on the website because a lot of people are gonna go for that early bird access. So I think what they should do is have early bird access as soon as possible so it doesn't overload the website and so the mods aren't overloaded. Because there's only like 3 mods last I looked on the webs. Last I heard. Which, that's not a lot of... It's not a lot of mods considering what's on the web page. Like how big it is and how things are organized. That's the wrong one. Alright, I don't know what to do for here. Guess I can sketch a full body. I don't know which this cat is. But I just, heard the Pokemon theme in my head going, who's that Pokemon? So I think what I'll do is I'll draw, a base sketch and say, who's that new character? Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! It's Clefairy! Fuck! I don't know, I thought that was pretty funny. Well, if it is this new character that I am thinking of, there we go, that's better posture. Well, it's not better posture, but it's more accurate posture. So I'm gonna draw this, or I'm gonna sketch this real quick. And then, how long have I been streaming? 1 hour and 16? Oh, that's pretty short. I don't want to burn myself out before art fight. Because I do plan to stream most of my fighting. Especially, I think... I found a few Warriors OCs on art fight that I will be drawing for, like, the Warriors Wednesdays. Just to keep them going. Or get them going again, depending on who you ask. I think instead of the eyebrows, I'll just like put a bar. Put like a censor bar over their eyes and say, who? And this is not... Hold up, I'm gonna check my other references real quick, but I don't want you to see it because it actually is spoiler. So I'm just gonna turn this off for a second, and it will be, and I'm gonna check it real quick, as fast as I can. Where is it? Redes. Oh, okay. Maybe more, yeah, a little more. Maybe not that much, but definitely this. This here. And maybe some base colors. Okay. Right. Definitely spoilers. I got the cheat wefts wrong. I was drawing them from their old design. I don't know if they're this fuzzy though. Travel across the land, searching far and wide. Teach Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all, it's you and me. I know it's our destiny. Pokemon, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I don't know the full theme song. I'm not a huge Pokemon fan. I just casually... I remember watching Mewtwo Strikes Back when I was a kid and not understanding a thing that was happening. Because that was my first introduction to Pokemon, but thought Mewtwo was the coolest character ever. And then just passively hearing about it growing up. The only Pokemon I actually play nowadays is Pokemon Go. Let me guess, another YouTube notification, or heaven forbid Pinterest notified me of something. I wish I could turn those off. I mean, I probably can, but I like having the notifications on. Actually, it's solid shape. I'm gonna try to do this thing where their cheek lifts, hair, and tail sort of mesh up. Now, I haven't done this for every character because just sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. But, like, if their wefts are a certain way, their hair will be a similar way. Little 1, 2, 3. Or something like that. I don't know, I'm still working out the kinks of just gender reveal of his reference. It's not quite the right gray, but we'll see. As long as I get the values right. I got the Pokemon theme running through my head. Why did I do that? I also really like the Detective Pikachu movie. I almost forgot about it. That movie gave me so much hope for video game adaptations. For movie adaptations for video games. I mean, the Sonic movie was pretty good, but it was kind of just like, here's the Sonic character but in our world, which at first that was very just like, oh my god, no, not this. They Alvin and the Chipmunks it. But it ended up being really good. So I will forgive them this once. But then the second one came out, I was like, oh my god, Knuckles was so good. And then they had the teaser for Shadow at the end, and just, it's so good. No. And then on top, I'll put a little white. There we go. I think I'll make that a little transparent, and then, whoops. But white underneath it so it can be lighter, because those were a little dark. There we go. That's better. Might blur this out a little bit. Oh, geez. Semi is going by. There we go. There we go. Ow. Did you hear that? It was my elbow grinding on the desk. Jeez. Suggestion, your current stream's bitrate is higher than the recommended 20,000. No, 7,000 is fine. Excuse you. Suggestion. Suggest this. Jeez. 127. I think this is fine. We did a lot. We covered a lot. I'm hungry and it's getting hot out. So, thank you all so much for watching. Whether you watched, either you, how do I say it every time? Whether you watch live or after the fact, either way, I love you or something like that. Anyway, let's see. Stream Thursday or Friday? Probably not. We gotta. This weekend's gonna be a little hectic for me, but I do plan to stream at least a little something on Monday to like do the first attack. And for Art Fight, if I'm not streaming my attacks, I will be recording them. I will make a note. If I'm not streaming, I'm recording for a future video. Okay? Oh, Friday might be... No, that'd be too much to put together. Okay, never mind. I'm just trying to figure out my schedule. Because it is getting pretty hot out recently, and usually in summer I would be transitioning into a night shift where I'm awake. I wake up in the evening, stay up all night, and then go to bed in the morning after I still do my morning and evening chores, and then I'm asleep during the day. But that was when we were in a different living situation, so I might not do that this year. Who knows? My sister and I are going to figure it out. Anyway. Especially since 4th of July is coming up and whatnot, but we'll see. Once I make the decision, I will inform you guys. And hopefully I will stay with that decision. And not be forced off it or into something else. Did I already render it? No, I didn't. So I can move this down. I just noticed it in the Pathfinder and it was a little... Yeah, there we go. That's better. Anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Whether you were live or otherwise, doesn't matter to me. Well, it kind of does matter. Like and comment and all that good stuff. If you're gonna subscribe, be sure to ring the all bell, because if you don't, YouTube won't notify you regardless. It's weird, but it's the best one it's a weird system, but it's the best system we've got. Anyway, probably no stream for the rest of this week, but definitely July might be a streaming bonanza. Depending on how hot it gets, I might do late evening streams, or yeah, probably be late evening streams or like midnight streams. Who knows? Again, we'll see. I mean, take a shot every time I say we'll see. Don't. You'll get alcohol poisoning within a minute. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time, I suppose. Bye-bye.